A pleasant good day, a pleasant good afternoon, good morning, good evening, or good night, depending on the part of the world where you're located. It's my pleasure once again to welcome you to another YouTube presentation. So I, Imo Rameses Bakari, from the magical community of Point Fortin in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, located in the Southern Caribbean. My mission is to inspire you, to increase your self-confidence, to inspire you, to increase your self-esteem, to inspire you to develop clear thinking and even clearer plans. And this will be done through teaching, through counseling, through coaching, through writing, motivational speaking, and feature addresses. Because you, yes you, are deserving of the best possible version of yourself, and we are willing to partner with you to ensure that this becomes a reality in 2023. So welcome once again to our YouTube presentation. And as usual, we start off with a motivational word. And the motivational word is that life as it presents itself may not be a bed of roses, but always remember we still have life. And if we still have life, let us put our best foot forward regardless of the circumstances we may find ourselves in. So as usual, ponder on this word, reflect on this word, and allow it to become a feature of your life. So no matter the circumstances, let us develop the courage and the will and the determination to carry on, because we still have life. So ponder on it, reflect on it, and let it become a feature of your lives. So, having shared the motivational word with you, I will now go into today's presentation. And today's presentation is entitled, Stop the Complaining. As I said to you, if you have life, there is a fighting chance that things can become different. So, stop the complaining. Now, I'm going to pose some questions. And some of the questions I'm going to pose, I'm also going to answer, and some of those answers are very typical of many persons. But I really would like you to think about it, you know. So for example, I may ask, how are things going with you? And you may say things are not bright, things are not going good at all. Does the future look bright? Some may say, not at all. You don't think so. What possibilities exist? Some of you may say, not at all. So that suggests a pessimistic cognitive orientation, because nothing positive is coming. But remember, I told you in my motivational word, there is life. And if there is life, we must develop that will and fight. Of course, many persons will need support and assistance. And I'm going to make that point as I go along. Because everyone is not in the same circumstances in life. However, globally, for the past 60 plus years, there is an ideology that has taken root that many persons perhaps have not paid sufficient attention to. And that ideology is what we call Neoliberalism, where that idea, that theory, however we like to term it, emphasizes that individual effort is the key to success. Now, many people have worked hard and have become successful, but we must always remember there is a saying that no man is an island. And if no man is an island, no matter how hard you work, you certainly will require the support and assistance of others to become successful. As a matter of fact, no success in life really is an individual effort. So this idea where the neoliberal agenda seeks to place the emphasis on the individual and exonerating governments from a responsibility to support the citizens that they're responsible for is something I would like to point out to you that you must pay greater attention to. For example, many persons, given the situation or the situation they have found themselves in society, require assistance on a number of levels. For example, even a promising entrepreneur, or budding entrepreneur, or even an established entrepreneur cannot become successful solely on their own efforts, because that entrepreneur will need an enabling environment, will need, how to put it, opportunities to establish businesses. They will need infrastructural support, like the general population. The general population who may have, let us say, a vehicle. If people have vehicles and there are poor roads, and governments are not fixing the road in different parts of the world, and we here in Trinidad and Tobago can relate to that, it means to say that their vehicles will be damaged, right? We also need proper roads in terms of people moving, properly and freely and effectively from one point to the other, to go to work, to go about their daily business, etc. So the point is, governments have a responsibility to provide a range of support, infrastructurally, economically, in terms of providing jobs, socially, in terms of having well-developed recreational areas to engage people in healthy activities, and in a host of other ways. All right. So there are individuals who are mired in poverty. You cannot only say that they, through individual effort, will be able to attain success. So we have to pay attention to this philosophy of the neoliberal agenda. Because if that philosophy continues to take root, it means to say people who are struggling and fighting to get by will be just left to fall by the wayside, will be left to die. And this concept of only the fittest survive will take greater root. But if only the fittest survive, will society survive? Society will not survive. Because remember, although we were born by ourselves in terms of exiting the vaginal passageway, we came from a mother. We came from a mother who was assisted by our father in producing us. We belong to our family. We belong to our community. And certainly no man is an island in any way we can think about it in life in terms of becoming successful. There is great strength in unity. There is great strength in numbers. There is great strength in strategy. There is great strength in living on purpose. Individually we can develop it. Through the assistance of others we can develop it. But I'm making a point. To leave it only up to the individual is not the way to go in terms of ensuring the creation of a new and just society, in terms of creating a society where everyone will be given a fair chance to succeed. And that fair chance cannot only come from individual effort. So pay attention very carefully and in the very subtle ways in which they promote this idea of work hard, strive hard, and you will be successful. It is not as easy as sliced bread. So I know you have considered well, and you will continue to think about what I have said. And I remind you, again, to remember the work we do on different fronts, the work through this channel, and the work that we offer to you, the population, for the last 25 years through our company. So we remind you to partake in our 10-week course entitled The Fundamentals of Psychology, costing $3,800. You can make a full payment for that, or you can pay it in parts. We also remind you of our 4-week course, The Fundamentals of Public Speaking, costing $1,200 for students and $1,800 for the general public. Or our 4-week course entitled Mastering Emotional Intelligence, costing $1,800 for students and $2,500 for the general public. You can also support our work via the information flashing across on the screen or via our YP link. Or you could also call and book a counseling or coaching appointment, or you can buy our book Conversations, priced at 100 TT, 45 EC, or 15 United States dollars. Just remember to give us a call at 1-868-778-5141, 1-868-779-2544, or email us at leadershipwithadifference@gmail.com. So, stop complaining, be positive, but also demand of governments that they fulfill their responsibility to lessen the complaints. A positive mental attitude will always be useful, of course, I remind you. So you need to have a positive mental attitude, you need to extend yourself, you need to build networks, but do not exonerate governments with the idea espoused by that neoliberal philosophy that individual effort is the key to success. Individual effort can help, it has helped, but governments must play their part in ensuring that citizens are supported to realize the success that they are looking for. So just to reiterate, think about it and remember, yes, stop the complaining, but hold everyone who is responsible to allow that not to become a feature of life. So we thank you for listening and viewing, and stay tuned for another powerful presentation next week. Please go. Bye and thank you.